See, this the Arewa House came into being when the idea of writing the history of northern region came about, and that project was being assigned to Professor Abdullah Smith, who happened to be the first director of the house. You see, when Nigeria as a whole, or the northern region, were living peacefully among people of different religious and ethnic backgrounds, so by the event or by the advent of politics, so it happened there were some clashes among the communities. So the idea of knowing the genesis of this crisis came about. So the then government now decided to know the genesis of that crisis among the communities in the northern region. So the idea of writing the history of the region came about. So Abdullah Smith was assigned with that project. So, and this Arewa House happened to be the official residence of the premier of the region. So was allocated as the secretariat of that project, writing the history. So that's when Abdullah Smith has become the first director of the house, the Arewa House. As you know, Nigeria was only into 3 regions in the place of the 36 states we have today. So North was part of the 3 regions. And the translation of the word North means Arewa. That's about the Arewa House. Yes, that's it. That's how the house got the name Arewa House.
I actually have me an understanding Arewa means is associated to Islamic religion.
No,
but I'm saying Arewa Christian something else.
Exactly. No, it's simply word North. That's all. So that means Arewa in Hausa. So in the southwest we have the Chief Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, and the southeast Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. So we had the 3 premiers then, and at the top, at the national level, we had Alhaji Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, the first prime minister of the country. So here you can see the series. He was a Briton. He's from British, and he established the first history department at Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. So he was Christian and later converted to Islam. That's why you can see the name. Now he changed his name to Abdullah Smith. He married a Nigerian here, a Hausa northerner, and he had many children with her, and the children are still here in Kaduna. So now this museum is just part of the facilities we offer to public. Apart from the museum, as you can see, we have some other event halls. We have the library and the archives. Even the thesis of that project of the history of northern Nigeria is still in our archives. So anytime if anybody want to conduct research on the history of northern Nigeria, he can come to our archives, and I know the official there will assist him to conduct.
Do you have the publication online?
What?
Do you have the publication, the archive?
Yeah, no, they are working on it now to digitalize every document regarding the archives and also the library. So now we can now get into the central gallery. The museum itself consists of 2 galleries. The central gallery and the central gallery are being attached with some satellite galleries that are maintained by the 19 northern states, while the Sardauna gallery is the second gallery, which is the official residence of the premier, Sir Ahmadu Bello. So we can now get into the central gallery. Okay. So this is the central gallery of the museum. Like I said earlier, it's attached, and we can see around are some doors that are linked to the state gallery that showcase the culture of those states in the northern region. And here at the center, we've also displayed a kind of artifact that portrays the level of civilization of the northern people before the coming of colonials. Yes.
I have one question.
Okay.
What significance did Kaduna hold? Because it seems for this place we have like the significance Kaduna holds to the northern Nigeria.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So the Kaduna happened to be the capital city of the northern region. Then, when the colonial masters came down from the southern part, searching, discovering the north at the end, they first settled in Lokoja, and later they moved to a town called Zingero in Niger State, before they finally discovered Kaduna, and they came and settled here in Kaduna before the amalgamation. That was in 1912. That was before the amalgamation of the country. So they settled here, and they used their military base, they are being established in Lokoja, to conquer the remaining part of the northern region. And that later, when they came down to Kaduna, Kaduna happened to be the center or the capital city of the northern region. So that is the significant importance of the city, Kaduna. This is where Sir Ahmadu Bello lived. This is where our governor and the premier as well lived. So it happened controlling the whole northern state. That is the present 19 northern states.
For instance, now why Sir Ahmadu Bello actually has a stronghold in Kaduna.
Yes. We're from Sokoto. No, this is because this is the capital city of the northern region. Just like you have it in the southwest, Ibadan, and the Enugu. Yes, so we have here Kaduna as the capital city of the northern region. Yes. So this is an exhibition about the life and times of the premier, where he was born, where he attended school, when he joined public service, and at the end, when he joined politics and became the premier of the northern region. And at the last segment of the discussion, we'll come to see the legacies and how he was being assassinated by the first military coup in the country. So here we have, this is an image of a town called Raba village in Sokoto State. His biological father's name, Male Ibrahim, was the district head of the village. And later, after his demise, Sir Ahmadu Bello inherited the throne from him. And he was also at one time the district head of the village, Raba village. He was born in 1910. And you can see here is his connection with the Sheikh Usman Fodio. Have you heard about them?
Yes.
So, the founder of Sokoto Caliphate, as a headquarter. When it comes to the traditional institution, this is the headquarter of the northern region, because all the emirs, all the traditional emirs that rules in all the northern states are being flagged or are being appointed by the Sheikh Usman bin Fodio's palace in Sokoto. So you can see the connection. Sheikh Usman Fodio directly gave birth to Muhammad Bello, who was his grandfather. And Muhammad Bello gave birth to Abubakar Atiku and to Ibrahim Raba, who was the district head of this village, Raba, and to Sir Ahmadu Bello, the Sardauna of Sokoto. Sardauna of Sokoto means the commander of the warriors. It's a big title in the Sokoto Emirate Council. It's a very big title. So you can see this is colonial soldiers conquering the northern part. This is when they were in Kano in 1903. So you see the connection between this image and this one.
Yeah.
Conquering the northern people, they merged the two regions together, the north and the south, to have Nigeria in 1914. Okay. So, and this is about the colonial masters here. You can see when they first came down to the northern region, they first settled here in Lokoja. And this is where they established their military base, to use the military base to conquer the remaining part of the region. The first primary school they built in Lokoja, and then this prison yard, also in Okene. Okene is also in Kogi State as well. And these are the series of governors that rule here in the northern region. We have the guest house or the rest house for the Governor General Logard. College we have in northern Nigeria. It started from Katsina as Katsina Training College. Later it transformed to, when they moved to Zaria, then the school now was being named by as Arewa College. So it had about 3 presidents or head of state. They came from this college. And this is what at one time Minister during Alhaji Shehu Shagari, when Shagari was president, he was a transport minister, Alhaji Umori Dikko. Okay. Yes. So here is about his educational career. Educational career, he started his educational career at home. His father being a scholar, Islamic scholar, so he started from Islamic education, and he proceeded to Sokoto Middle School and to Katsina Training College. and this is one of his teachers, and this is the first education officer coming down to northern region. This is Sir Ahmadu Bello here in the midst of his colleagues at Kaduna College, and this is him here playing a game called Pipes. The name Pipes, and you can see despite playing pipe, but he still maintained his traditional ways. So okay, so this is Sokoto Middle School where he became a teacher then. So this is in continuation. This is when he became a public servant. He joined public service, and while he was a public servant, he attended a course in local government administration in London. This is him in London alongside with his colleagues, and this is when the colonial governor visited Sokoto Middle School, and this is Ahmadu Bello in front of school he built in his village, Raba. We have him here being visited by Mala Abu Bakr, the Minister of Works then, and this is Ahmadu Bello here in attendance during the council meeting, Sokoto Emirate Council, chaired by the Abu Bakr III. He was the then Sultan of Sokoto, Abu Bakr III, and he is the father to the current Sultan of Sokoto, Sa'ad Abu Bakr. Because he lost, Sir Ahmadu Bello also contested for that throne. Because he was eligible of becoming the Sultan of Sokoto as well. Because you can see the chain, the link he has with Usman and Fodio. So he was also a prince. So he also contested, but he lost the contest to Abu Bakr III. That's when he was being compensated with the title of Sardauna of Sokoto. So that big title. Because he played, during his time, he was both a traditional title holder and at the same time the premier of Northern region. So you can see the kind of vehicles that were in use during that time, 1952. And this is the official of the United Nations when they came down to one province in the Taraba state. And the people were given choice because there was a dispute claiming the ownership of that province by both Nigeria and Cameroon. So they were given choice to either be in Nigeria or Cameroon. And the people, with the intervention of the Sir Ahmadu Bello, they have chosen to be Nigerians. So that's how that province was being named as Sardauna province. And as it is, yes, as it is, yes, you know the Sardauna local government now. So that is the genesis. That is how it comes to be.
When I saw the Sardauna this thing,
okay,
it actually came to crossed my mind.
Okay.
Sardauna local government.
When in Taraba
I was not sure of the spelling.
Okay.
So
yes, it's the same thing that you. So that's the reason. It's because with the intervention of Sir Ahmadu Bello, they have chosen to become Nigerians, and that province are being named as Sardauna province, and later become Sardauna local government, as it is now in Taraba state. Yes, you can see the images of people that work with Sir Ahmadu Bello, either in traditional institution or political one, because some of them are members of the House, Northern House of Assembly, and some of them Northern House of Chiefs.
So this is his.
This is the table Sir Ahmadu Bello used as his official table in his office. All being retrieved from his office. You can see both the carpet and the table. Here we have the victory. The victory of the Nigerian who fought for our independence. See, this is Chief Obafemi Awolowo and Sir Ahmadu Bello with his colleague Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. See, these are the people representing the three major ethnic groups in the country. Here, Ahmadu Bello attending to visitors in his office, and this is him here using this particular table in his office. And this is him also in his boardroom attending to some political associates. And this is Ahmadu Bello as well. In that very region we have talked about, the Sardauna province, where they're making political campaign. And this is him here also in that same region, trying to convince the people to become Nigerians. And they have chosen to become Nigerians. That's when the region has been handed over to Nigeria by the colonials or by the United Nations.
Yeah.
So here we are to see their political party called NPC.
Okay, yeah, MPs.
Yes, NPC, Northern People Congress.
Okay, they have MP. They have MPNC. There's one. I think. Okay.
Who was the chairman?
I don't. I'm
You
trying.
see, this is NPC come before the NPN and the PRP.
Okay.
No, this is the first one. This is the first generation NPC, Northern People Congress, NEPU.
Okay.
And the action group from the southwest. But these are some other political parties. You see, Sir Ahmadu Bello happened to be the chairman of that political party, or the secretary general. And he was supposed to be the first prime minister. But he gave way to his second to take over. Because his fear was for the region not to be dominated by the elite of the southern region. As we have seen from the map there, that the colonials came down from the southern part of the country, and they stayed there for more than 8 years before they come down to the south, the northern region.
Yeah.
And so the Western education has been there for 80 years. So they had doctors, engineers, whatever it takes, elite people that can work in government offices. So when the independence has been granted to us, they would have dominated, because they are the ones having the elite.
Yes.
So automatically they will occupy all offices, because we don't have the elite here in the northern region. And because Sir Ahmadu Bello and his alike happen to be the pioneers of the Western education here in northern region. So at the position, he didn't want to go there to take the whole country, to enable him to protect the interests of his people. So he allowed his deputy to run contest at that place of becoming the prime minister of the country. So you can see the opportunities Abu Katapa got from his senior, Sir Ahmadu Bello. That's how he...
If you have not said it, I would have thought Tafawa Bello actually was a superior to Ahmadu Bello.
From the level, yes. When he, at the time when he became
prime minister, no. Yes, no.
Their party, political party, he was his second. So he said, okay, go and take that place. Because he was expecting that, yes, go and take that place.
Yes.
I need to be here. So that's why he stepped back here in the northern region, and he implemented the policy called modernization policy. And this is one of the reasons why he's being hated, or being blamed, or being biased. No, because Ahmadu Bello didn't say a northerner should take an appointment from the south. You have your own thing, but I have my own thing.
Yes.
Okay. Maintain your own. Let me have my own. That's just the policy.
Yes.
If you are in the southerner, okay, come, I will appoint you, I'll give you a job. But it's not going to be permanent, because I have my people. I have a lot of my people graduating from universities. You understand? Coming out as a trained people who can work in offices.
Yes.
This is my home. I didn't say your people, or you should take my own people. No, just my own. That's just the policy. This is just the policy. It's just justice.
Yeah.
You can see. So this is another political party called Runduna Samari Sawaba in Kano. It's the political party's name is in Hausa.
Okay, what's the meaning of the name in Hausa?
It's like this Runduna means like a battalion of warriors.
Okay.
Or that fight for justice.
Okay.
People that, or young people that fight for justice. That is the name of that is the slogan. Bishenche, they are something that is strong. That is the slogan. That is something strong. Hard to die.
Okay.
That is the slogan. Bishenche. Now you can see that one, Salama, peace.
Okay, Salama is peace. Then.
Yes. So this is about the political parties, and here is about the representations of Sir Ahmadu Bello for the northern region in almost all the events or any in a political gathering, always represent the northern region. Here is being interviewed by the medias when the 3 regions were given their own self-governing rule. That's when he had the opportunity to come up with a policy of northernization. So you can see here during the handover ceremony of that region, Sardauna local government, to Nigerian government. This is
that's Tafawa Bello.
Giving it to Sabaka. What we come to see this SWAT. This is during the celebration, independence celebration.
Okay.
And here is a Queen representative. When she sent this representative, then he was being received by the traditional rulers. These traditional rulers come from the southern part. You can see our own here, the northern part. Sir Ahmadu Bello here is playing the role of Sardauna of Sokoto, not Premier of Northern Nigeria.
Okay.
You see the difference?
Yeah.
And this is a traditional title holder as well.
Okay.
Yes. So you can see that representative of the Queen are going into Kano City.
Yeah. Okay. This is the wall. This is the Great Wall of Kano.
Yes, yes. This is the Ganwa, the wall of Kano, getting into.
Yeah, I've been to Gidan Makama Museum.
Museum.
Yeah, I've been to Tafawa Bello'S museum
Okay.
in Bauchi.
Okay, this is my hometown.
Your hometown.
Yes,
I've been.
yes,
The museum is very, very beautiful. The tomb is very, very beautiful.
yes, exactly.
Though the museum is a bit maybe compact, smaller than this.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I've also been to the one in.
They came here to imitate, to emulate from us. But unfortunately, whenever they get back, you hear nothing about the progress so far made.
Okay.
So they wanted to have Ahmadu Bello's house to be like Sir Ahmadu Bello's house, but unfortunately, no serious action has been taken by them. So you can see here is also a constitutional conference gathering, and Sir Ahmadu Bello was among the attendants representing the northern region. This is him also when some political associate visited him in his home. And this is also Sir Ahmadu Bello here. You can see some group pictures have been taken outside the Constitution Conference. Here we have the governor, indigenous governor, the first one after the colonials.
Okay.
This is Sakachi Ibrahim. And this is Gawi when he paid visit to the said King Zazo Alan Japaru, 1950.
So that is Zaria.
Zaria, yes, Zaria. You know, and Zaria traditionally, by its tradition, is the headquarter of Kaduna State.
Okay.
Because
It houses
a traditional
the emir.
Emir is situated there. So this is the Northern Regional House of Chiefs. You can see the chiefs, the northern chiefs here, and the colonial by the other side. And any policy that was being brought by the colonial, it has to go through the approval of these chiefs before the implementation. So they were very powerful. You know, these what do you call it? These chiefs, they used to collect the tax by themselves. The chiefs. During that rule, they were very powerful. So drastically and systematically, that power has been, removed from them. So it is also part of their house. So, do you know about the native authority system there? The native authority means that authority, the power was with the chiefs. So this is how we conduct elections. You can see the ballot board carries the name and
of the chief.
the logo of the party. Also the candidate names is also there. So this is Malin Fado in Kano. It's Malin Sunusi, the first being visited by the colonial master during the farewell visit of the colonials. These are the conditions also of a premier after Owolo. He became the premier of the southwest, the chief of Samuel Akintola. Akintola, yes.
It has been long.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
You see, during that coup, the first this is because also being assassinated along with Sir Ahmadu Bello the same night.
Wow.
Came in Ibadan and Sir Ahmadu Bello here in Kaduna. At that very evening, he came down to Kaduna to inform the premier that there was a plan for the military to take over, and there is every tendency that they can be killed in that process. So he told him, he said, I know. He said, you see, I belong to Sheikh for your family, and after all, I'm the Sardauna of Sokoto, meaning the commander of the warriors in Sokoto. So there is no way I can run away from the war. You see, the warriors doesn't run; they always stay with the enemies. They prefer to be killed than to run away.
Yes.
So he said, okay, go back to your people. It's a destiny. If we are destined to be killed by the coup plotters, there's no way we can run away from it. So that's when he just went back, and then they were all being assassinated the same night by the coup plotters. Because they succeeded in the coup here in the north, but failed in the southern part. This is an opposition side, Mala Aminu Kano, the nephew. And this is a point, also a very strong politician then. They are the, what do you call it, this is the main people that were in the politics then. I mean, the stakeholders in politics in northern Nigeria.
Okay, please, this Aminu Kano,
Yes.
who is he? Because he has the biggest road in like the road that houses a lot of person in Abuja.
Okay.
Like Aminu Kano Crescent is very, very popular in Abuja.
Yes, very, very popular because he was the most respected politician in northern Nigeria. In the history of northern Nigeria, there has never been a more respected politician than Mala Aminu Kano. Even though he hasn't formed a government like Sir Ahmadu Bello, but he is more popular than Sir Ahmadu Bello then. Because Sir Ahmadu Bello took the advantage of being from the family of the Sultan.
Okay.
But this is the real politician who is being loved by these people that you can see in the history. He is somebody that's been loved by the people that take to the extent that people use their own personal resources, to contribute to his campaigning projects.
Oh.
You see, a lot of people will use their own money from their pocket to follow him to his campaigning, rallies. So he is the most respected politician in northern Nigeria, Mal Aminu Kano. Up to today, there has never been a record that a politician that played the roles Mal Aminu Kano played, even though he hasn't come to the government. That's what really, more popular than other politicians. So we have here a visitation by the Awolowo here, and these are the representatives of the northern region level. This is during opening ceremony of the Gawa state. So we are now through with the political career of the premier now, the legacies. Okay. The legacies he left behind. So he first gave emphasis to education when many centers or institutions are being established and so many crash program has been developed for the region to have people who can work in government. Because when he came to power, also I just found out that only 10% of the northern were in the government. So the rest, 90% are from other parts of the country. So here we have, this is just Ahmadu Bello University we are making. This is Ahmadu Bello college, which later transformed to Bayero University, Kano. This is during the convocation, the first convocation ceremony. I think you know that this is part of ABU. This Arewa House is part of Ahmadu Bello University.
Oh,
We are all universities staff.
Oh.
We are all from Ahmadu Bello University. Yes. So it's just part of, it's just like our history
Extension.
of the university.
Okay.
Yes. It's a research center of the university. So you can see here, when it comes to economic sphere of the country, we used to have our Bank of the North, which later has been acquired by the Unity Bank. You know Unity Bank?
Yes.
So it's been swallowed by the Unity Bank. As you can see here is our pyramid. This is what Nigeria used to earn foreign exchange, to have foreign, exchange values when there was no oil in the country. So this is what we use, our agricultural products. In the south we have cocoa and some other cash crops.
Yes.
Here in the north we have these food crops, the maize, the groundnut, and some other food crops. And this is our investment company, NADC. You know 10-story here in Kaduna?
Yes.
The 10-story house, that's how it all started. 10-story, 1963. That's how it all started. Still the same company, owned by the 19 northern states. The 10-story, yes. And this is our hide and skin company, also by Sir Ahmadu Bello. Our ginnery company, also by Sir Ahmadu Bello. So here we can see so many companies established that we cannot even be able to sustain. Not talk less of building more or do something better. Even the ones with all being killed by corruption, by people that are being corrupt.
Yes.
So you can see the textiles, the cotton party, the sugar company, the oil company, Zaria, Maiduguri, the textile. These are products of our textile company. The two companies in Kaduna, Kaduna Textile and Arewa Textile. You can see more projects here. The railway project, electrification project. This is during the commission of electrification project in Bida.
Kogi State.
And this is our papers, newspapers comes in
Hausa.
not only Hausa, the whole this is in the whole languages, dialects in our region. The TV, the Hausa, Idoma, Fulani, Igala, Nupe, and Yoruba. As you know, Ilorin is also part of northern Nigeria.
Yes.
The Kwara state.
Yes.
So this is the legacies, these more legacies. The Hamdallah Hotel. You know Hamdallah Hotel, go?
Yes. Yes.
This is Hamdallah Hotel, and this is railway in Zaria and Sokoto production of Sokoto, and this is late store foundation of Central Bank here in Kaduna. So now we are going to see this one is not part of this very exhibition, but our last exhibition was about the life of and time, the life of people in northern Nigeria before the coming of the white men, before the coming of colonials. And we use camel as means of transportation. Our traders use camel to transport their goods to other countries in North Africa. So that's the reason of this, having this camel. So we come to the last part of the exhibition here. You can see how all this is also cattle rods of facilities, infrastructures. You can see this is how the house had been vandalized by the coup plotters. When they came to the premises and they couldn't see him here, they set the whole house on fire. So all the house being destroyed during the coup. You can see this is Chiko Manzego Kaduna. He was born here in Kaduna. He led the coup plotters to the house.
It's from my local government.
Eh?
It's from my local government.
What's it from your local government? In where? Which state?
Delta State.
Eh?
Delta State.
Delta State. So this is him here during an interview by the press after they have succeeded. Because he succeeded, his own coup have succeeded here in the north. Only that his partners in the coup have not succeeded in the southern part. So the politician take chance to invite the higher military officer.
Yes, that's history. They taught us in government. So since then, have they changed anything in this place?
No, it's only paint. It's only paint. They were used to undertake regular restoration
Maintenance.
exercise by
Okay.
Area House management, but the structure remained the same structure.
Yeah.
Sir Ahmadu Bello was allocated with this house when he was just a minister in 1953. But after becoming the premier of another region, he's supposed to have lived in more befitting house than this, because we also have our own command house where he has the premier to stay in.
Okay.
But on tour, when he visited the house, he saw a lot of things for him to enjoy the premier of the region. Sir Ahmadu Bello turned down the offer and he asked them to convert that official house to be the guest house of the northern region. So he's sacrificing his comfort to his well-being of his people.
Okay.
So that's how we continue to live in this small 2-bedroom apartment.
Oh.
So here we are until when the
So you do it, care.
Yes, now
Yes, yes, you can see. So we can get into see how simple we like. Let me bring it back. Okay. Yeah. Here we have the dining area of the house. This is where Sir Ahmadu Bello meet with his ministers every morning. And he made it a tradition that he invites his ministers from the office to come down here to have breakfast with him every morning.
Okay.
So, and this is where they normally have discussion with him. Because if a minister have a thing for discussion with the minister, with the premier, he find it more convenient to do it here. And even the ministers themselves, they discuss many things here, and that's how he had a very cordial relationship with his ministers. Even the colonial masters, before the fatherly hand of everything to the indigenous administrators, they used to wonder how smoothly the premier runs his government. You can see some of the things they have used among is the ceiling pan. This ceiling pan has been here since the inception of the building in 1952. So it's a 73-year-old fan here that's still functional.
Senior new.
Senior UK, I don't understand.
You can see there are some of the things they have used. The house uses, and this is the akushi. As you can see, he was using a traditional attire.
Yeah.
He always use our own local stuffs in everything he does. Sir Ahmadu Bello prefers to use our own local since we are being manufactured by our own people.
Local people.
Yes. So always it's a cultural man. And you can see this one is a kola nut. From that very remains of that tree. He planted by himself. And the seedling was brought in by Samuel Akintola.
Okay.
Four premier from the southwest. So you can see some of the political activities that took place in the house. And this is how it was in public. And this is a political gathering that took place in the house as well. No, this is an artifact. Yes, you can't use artifacts. Your grandchildren will come and witness it. So
Yes.
you spoil it today.
Yeah.
So your grandkids will come and also see it. And see how Ahmadu Bello simply lived. So this is now going to get it into this sitting room. This is the sitting room that Ahmadu Bello used. So you can see the sitting room used by Sir Ahmadu Bello. This is where he received his official visitors.
Okay.
You can see the electronics. Here we have his own personal belongings. I think you have seen this sword
Yes,
during
yes.
this
Yeah.
independence revelation.
Yes.
celebration. And this one he inherited from his biological father, Malik Ibrahim, the district of Arewa. Here we have the three images of his wives. This is Hassan, a hero, who was with him when the coup plotted get into the premises. And then they asked everybody to leave when Hajia Hafsa refused, and she continued to be with him, around him, and she was trying to give him cover from bullet when they, when they make a move to shoot him. She also stood in his front, and that's how she also got shot by the coup plotters. And that's how she also lost her life alongside with her husband. And she, unfortunately, she hasn't got a child with him.
Okay.
This is the second one, Hajia Amina, a princess from Bichi Emirate, Kano State. That's why she was being addressed in the house as Gogon Kano.
Okay.
And she happened to be the mother of all the three daughters he left behind. And this is the third one, Hajia Fatima, known as Gogo Japo. Gogo Japo, was also left with pregnancy after the assassination. And then when she gave birth to a baby boy, who could have been the first male child of the premier, unfortunately, the boy also survived for only 5 days.
Oh.
Here we have the three daughters. Ahmadu Bello.
So you have only 3 daughters.
Hajia Fatima Ino, Hajia Aisha Marafa, and Hajia Lubabatu. Hajia Lubabatu is now the only surviving child of the premier. She lives in Abuja now.
Wow.
She was born 6
She's
months
the only
later.
one?
Yes, living, alive. She was born 1966, June. So you can, by next year she'll be 60.
Oh.
Yeah, so she's relatively
Yeah.
an elder woman. Yes, then
Yeah.
she was, but now she'll be 60 by next year.
Yeah.
So And this is all about his family. We have more of his personal belongings inside. As you can see, his personal belongings, the key, scissors he used, these watches, the private. So now we can see this is my official office here.
Okay.
This is my official office. Now we can see the original calligraphy. This is handmade. It is from this they are able to produce this. And with this as well, the foil one. This is the original one. You can come in. So you can see some of the activities, my international events.
Wow.
You can see me there. It hardly be noticed. Because of the color. It's because of the color. You hardly notice me. I happen to be the first and the only black African in that level that has reached that level. So you see, many of the publications, international libraries, or some other places around the world know about all of my activities, but they're more or less known here in Nigeria. You know what? There was something happened. Our minister, our culture minister, Ahmadu Musa.
Yes.
She was in Abu Dhabi, and it happened. One Senegalese was being awarded. She was there attending, and she got angry. She was got some worried that why is no Nigerians here, not knowing that very Senegalese was my product.
Yeah,
So she will later on discover that he has been even trained in Nigeria. She didn't know. So this is my own personal office here, my own official office here. This is the master bedroom of the premier.
Okay.
This is bedroom.
Yes, this is bedroom.
Whoa. Wow. It's big.
You can see the radio presented to him by his second wife, the clock. And this is the same similar pan we saw downstairs.
Okay.
And by this side is a radio room. But sometimes this one serves as his own second office.
Okay.
If he cannot finish his official engagement,
Yeah?
he normally does it here. And these are the clothes, garments he used.
Wow.
Yes. So this is. So this one serves as his wife's bedroom.
Okay.
So if our wife Tom comes to be with him, she'll come from the other part of the house. You can see a long roofing, this long one, this green one, long roofing, linking this part with the other one.
Yes.
So this is the other part is where the shooting or whatever the coup cause happened, and if our wife's turn to be with him comes, she come through the passage and she will appear at the dining area, and she will later come up here to stay in this room as her room.
Okay.
And you can see that small structure under the tree.
Yeah.
That's where his body.
Is any of the wife allowed to enter Daddy's main bedroom?
Yes, they can go there because they live around here. They can be in their bedroom and as well. Normally she stays here. She also goes. She sleeps there.
Okay.
But this one maintains her own personal room.